What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm out here in the historical part of Manila, Intramuros, built in the 16th century by the Spaniards. I'm in the borderline between Fort Santiago, then Intramuros is over here. So like I say, Manila is literally full of history. You know, I feel bad because a lot of people, when they come to the Philippines, they love skipping Manila, but Manila has a lot of neighborhoods. This is the old Manila, but then if you go throughout the national capital region, there's a lot of neighborhoods, 16 cities all together, and there's a lot to see. So I think I'm gonna start my walk by Fort Santiago. It's a beautiful fort. It makes me feel like if I'm back home. So without further ado, join me. Let's go in. I forgot how the fee is, but we're gonna figure it out. This is the outside area, the cobblestones, everything, the flags of different countries, and then inside here is Fort Santiago. So let's go inside. So I made it here to Intramuros. The fee is 75 pesos. I think it used to be 70 before, but hey, that's nothing. 75 pesos, and then you're inside. The plaza right here, I just met a Canadian guy, you know, because he saw me with a camera. He's vlogging too, and I met their family, lovely people. So I got a little bit distracted, but now I'm just gonna tour around the area. If you come to Intramuros and you don't enter Fort Santiago, then you never explore Intramuros. It's actually beautiful plaza. See a lot of tourists that come here, but then ahead of me is gonna be breathtaking because it got the fort, you know, everything all together. And then when you go to the other side, it's gonna be some beautiful views. And here is the fort. I love this architecture. This gorgeous, you know, they call Intramuros the wall city, so you get all of this. I'm not sure how my camera is capturing it. Forgive me again for my voice. I've been a little sick for the past few days, but we out here. And then just look at this gorgeousness, wow. And then Intramuros alone is 0.67 square kilometers or 0.26 miles. So it's not really big, but like I said, it's literally packed in history. And if you look at drone shots or aerial views, you'll see that it's literally surrounded like a secure city. Like I said, it was built in the 16th century by the Spaniards, mostly for political and other things. But if you walk around, it still keeps the architecture. And then just look at this beautiful wall over here. It attracts a lot of tourists, so that's what I say, man. Like a lot of people paint Manila like it's bad, but there's a lot of great areas and a lot of histories over here to explore. So every time when you come to a country, it's always good to go to the capital city. That way you get a little feel of the city and the history, and then you can make your way towards touristy areas, you know, beautiful districts. But yeah, let's keep exploring over here in Intramuros. Just look at this structure over here, how gorgeous it is. And here you got a sign that says Fort Santiago, and then it explains a little bit of the history, you know. Main fortress of Intramuros, established by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi on the site of the former wooden fort Raja Soliman, 1571. Wow, so this was in 1571 that they developed this area over here. Pretty gorgeous scene. It's like you're walking around an entire palace. We haven't even made it to the actual neighborhood yet. We're gonna make it inside here, and then there's gonna be some breathtaking views. Like, whew, this is just beautiful right here. I wanna show you. Look at this wood, and I'm a fan of old colonial architecture like this, you know, forts and everything. And the Philippine independence is in a few days, you know, not sure by the time I'm uploading it, it's getting close, but be used to seeing a lot of flags all over. This is called Plaza de Armas. I guess Filipinos, they pronounce it in a different way, you know, they always make fun of my Spanish accent, but yeah, look how beautiful this is, wow. Plain gorgeous. Central Plaza within the Fort Santiago, used as open space for military drills, marches. Wow, see, so everything we're walking here is just historic. They have a sea off, you gotta use the restroom. And then once we make it towards the other side, it's gonna be the Pasig River. And now they connect Intramuros with the Pasig River Esplanade. But I think it's better to do that in the nighttime. I already filmed a video in Pasig River Esplanade in the nighttime, but I'm gonna come back and redo another video because I saw them like still renovating. So I had to keep upgrading and upgrading it a little better. So I just gotta come back when it's fully open. They also have like a night market and street food, so that's an area that I highly recommend. Oh, they even have a theater here. I don't remember seeing this the last time I came. Maybe I missed it out, but I'll show you now. This is called Raja Sulaiman Theater. I'm not sure if I can go inside, but I'll probably just give a view from right here. Maybe I cannot pay to get in here. And this is what you get. See, it's like the ruins and everything, but pretty beautiful and historic. Gotta love it out here. Wow. tell you, this is one of Philippines' pride right here, you know, and you should be. And a lot of kids from school, they bring them here and they teach them about the history and everything. And what a better place than coming here to Fort Santiago and Intramuros and seeing like the old Spanish colonial architecture. Gonna make it over here. I think I went last time underneath this building, but I want to go towards where the view of Pasig River is, so you guys can see how beautiful it is. Look at this beautiful building over here with the beautiful flag of the Philippines. It's not my country, but I love it like if it's my own country. And look how beautiful they decorate it. Now we gotta go inside here. I hear some music. I think they have a screen over there. I'm pretty sure during Independence Day, they celebrated pretty good out here. So I just went inside there and wow. I didn't want to film this, you know, sensitivity, and it's just goosebumps what you feel when you're inside there, but it explains to you the history of the Manila massacre. You know, Manila used to be a thriving city like decades ago. People used to call it the Pearl of Asia. It was actually gorgeous. And then, you know, you see the pictures of the massacre, everything. But I highly recommend that you guys come check it out. Then in front of here, you got the view of Pasig River. Pasig River and then some of the skylines of Manila. And this is the building over here. The city, look how beautiful it is. And the river. And then if you go over that side, it's literally like a local neighborhood. I think the borderline of Tondo and Basego, somewhere around that way. Haven't made my way over there, but maybe eventually I will. But this is what you get. And now I think I've seen enough of Fort Santiago, so I think now I'm just gonna make my way toward the pedestrian area outside in Intramuros and walk it all the way towards Rizal Park. And you know, that's like the heart of Manila, the plaza, and they got a lot of flags over there. So like I said, I'm pretty sure Independence Day, which is June 12th, they might have an event happening around there. But yeah, I'm gonna head over there and keep showing you guys the beauty of this neighborhood over here in Manila. Look over here, how beautiful this is. I think there's a way I can go on top, and I think I missed that last time, but I see a lot of people going over that way. Only one way to find out. Let's try it out. Also, just in case if you're interested, I'm making a video of the same style in Spanish for my Facebook. This is another ruins that we have here. The ruins of the American barracks. So I guess it was declared in 1951. But yeah, I want to figure out how can I get on top over there. Hopefully there's no other feed, but I'm assuming there's a way that you go over that side. I believe I missed this the last time. There's actually another way you can go on top over that way. So I'm gonna go over there and see what type of views I get over that side. Look at this beauty right here. Architecture, the ruins, you know, I'm a fan of this and I want to see what's over that way. This is what you get on top of here. It literally looks like a whole fort. It's like a greenery garden over there, beautiful. And then over here in the little corner, you can walk all the way towards the other side. Look at this over here. Nice, right? Seems like they're doing a little bit of renovation over here. So I'm pretty sure when it's done, it's gonna be actually gorgeous. Like over here, see? Look what's behind me. Like you would have think this is Asia, right? Only in the Philippines they have this Spanish colonial architecture. I'm hitting the outside area of Intramuros, and it's pretty interesting because before there was no pedestrian area. Now they literally designed this pedestrian all the way, like if you're heading towards Rizal Park. And over here, I want to show you how beautiful it is. So look how nice the street is, the architecture. Even in the nighttime, it's nice to walk around here. Then they have like coffee shops, restaurants. They even have like a little market ahead of me that I'm going to show you guys. And then, yeah, I'm going to walk all the way towards the other side. Shout out. Shout out. Later, I'm walking. Here where they have the market. And then over here says Palacio de Gobernador, or the Palace of the Governor. It's always been out here. And then the beautiful cathedral right here. Like, it makes you feel like if you're in a Latin country. And then in the nighttime, it's pretty lit here. Like the lights that come out, and the neighborhood is actually gorgeous. I want to make it towards the plaza first to show you what's happening right here. And then this is the plaza. See? Like if I tell you I'm in, I don't know, PR, Mexico, Guatemala, you'll believe it, but this is actually Philippines. And then the best shot is gonna be over here with the cathedral. Everywhere you go in the Philippines, you see beautiful churches. Wow, and a lot of foreigners, when they come to Manila, this is their go-to neighborhood to explore, and look how beautiful the structure of architecture is. I'm good, thank you. This beautiful sort of architecture it is right now. So this is actually the minor basilica right here. Pretty big. And I've been here many times, but I never stopped to be amazed by how beautiful the cathedral is. And I'm just gonna make literally a left to the other side and walk all the way towards Rizal Park. Like I say, this wasn't like this. They literally developed the area and they pedestrianized it. So you're gonna see a lot of beautiful architecture. And like I say, if you skip Manila, this is what you're literally missing. History, Spanish colonial architecture, and many, many mega neighborhoods. And this was like Makati, BGC, Ortigas. Yeah, so many things to do out here. I can tell that this is brand new, the cobblestones, and then here they're doing some touch-ups to the cathedral. It's actually pretty nice. But it'll get actually much nicer when I'm in the other side of the church. Even some of these streets, they remind me of Vigan, which is about 8-9 hours north of Manila in the Ilocos region. And it's actually a small town that I recommend if you have a chance to go, if you come to the Philippines. It's far, but it's actually worth it. Like the architecture, the town, and then some of the cuisines is pretty good. They literally specialize in longaniza. They have also like empanadas and all of that. So it's a town that I highly recommend that you come and visit. And ahead of me, it's gonna get even nicer. It's probably the highlight of the whole Intramuros because they got the cobblestones, but the way how they design it, it looks actually pretty different. And it's like an Instagram haven. Like a lot of people, they come and they take their pictures out here. Look at this architecture right here, how gorgeous it is. Even have some coffee shops around. So imagine you having a nice coffee shop in this beautiful architecture. See? It's pretty genius what they did to connect this pedestrian area all the way towards the other side. I feel like the Philippines or Metro Manila can literally benefit of pedestrian walkways. This is a 7-Eleven. I know it's not crazy, but this architecture reminds me of back home. Like similar, then over here it's like the highlight. It's a coffee shop or a restaurant, but then at the bottom is called Cafe Intramuros. Then they have like another church on the other side, which is actually pretty beautiful. Look at the architecture here, look at this building and the streets. It kind of reminds me of Antigua in Guatemala or even Cusco in Peru. This is just, you know, Manila and the Philippines, architecture and everything out here. It's pretty gorgeous. I gotta see if I walk somewhere around here where I can get my thumbnail. And look at this buildings over here, I just can't get enough. And the cobblestones. So it just got better. I remember years ago, I came to Intramuros and it was nice, but they didn't have like the street like this. So little by little, I think they tore down the wires and they put the street like this, you know, the cobblestones pedestrian friendly, and now it's one of the icons over here in Metro Manila. This is actually the Manila. You know, a lot of people, they get it twisted, but the National Capital Region is composed of 16 cities. This is like the old Manila, one of the most densely populated cities in the whole world. And here you keep going, this is still part of the church. Let me see what happens if a little local street over here that looks nice. And to be honest, I never walked this tiny street, so one way to find out by walking it, then I'll connect to the other side. Because I literally almost, every time I come here, I walk the same pedestrian alleys. Look at this here, it's called Bambique. You know, Philippines has a lot of tricycles, but this one is unique, like wooden tricycles. That's cool. Look at these buildings over here, this street with the cobblestone. This is nice. You got Japanese, Spain flag, Canada. You got Malaysia flag right here, and then the street I'm gonna merge over this way because I don't think I ever walked this side. Can't believe I missed the street the last time I came because it's not pedestrian, but it's actually pretty nice in terms of the architecture. Look how beautiful the buildings are, wow. They should turn the street pedestrian, to be honest. It looks actually nicer than the other one. And look at this architecture. And look at these buildings right here, wow. Pretty nice. Because every time I come, I always do the pedestrian side. But this is actually gorgeous right here. That's why you gotta keep coming to some of these neighborhoods. And here you got more over this side. It's actually pretty nice, but I just can't get enough with these buildings over here. It's actually pretty nice. Probably governmental buildings, but the architecture and everything, you just can't get enough of it. And I told you, man, no matter what, summer is over, it's not too hot, but the humidity in the Philippines, it can literally sneak on you, man. So after this, I think I'm just gonna hop on the Grab and make it back home. I don't feel like taking MRT, LRT just to get home. And if I pay a little bit more money, at least it gets me towards So I rushed up with the video before the traffic jam starts piling up because you know, traffic jam in Manila is just horrendous. Here they got like little mini bike lanes, which looks actually cool. What is this here? It's called Patio Victoria Diana Garden. Maybe it's like a nice high-end restaurant, who knows? Private area. Well, it looks nice on the inside. Then I'm in this other street. Yeah, I'm hearing some sounds in the trees. I wonder if these are cicadas. If anybody who's from the Philippines can tell me, do they have cicadas here in the Philippines? I do think they have them in some parts of Jersey, but then look at this street. Like the architecture, these buildings, literally makes me feel like if I'm in Ponce or somewhere in Puerto Rico. And then look at this one, man, with the flag and everything. This would be a good, perfect location to spend the Independence Day of the Philippines. Here I'm exiting Intramuros, and this is the famous gate that divides, and you can see the beautiful architecture here. Hello. Oh wow, so now they got scooters over here. Let me show you. Look at this. I didn't know, maybe this is new. I've seen them in BGC, but I guess now in Intramuros you can have a scooter to go around. So I'm literally getting distracted all over with the drivers. They're talking to me already. 4 people. This is probably for Filipinos. They know who he is. 4 people already told me I look like Gabby Norwood. I think it's like a Filipino-American basketball player for Gilas. So I don't think I look like him, but already 4 people told me that, and another driver told me Jordan Clarkson. I don't know if it has to do with me wearing a Pilipinas shirt, but that's actually crazy, man. But the Filipino people are just actually fun people and very funny. So here I made it to Rizal Park. Everything looks like it's nearby, but it's far, and from walking distance. But it's actually a good walk. Pretty quiet out here, but I want to make it towards where the monument and the statue is. Here you get a little bit of the park. Kind of also like a Quezon City Circle, but this is like the heart of it. I'm pretty sure on Independence Day, this is gonna be packed, or maybe people, you know, if weather permits. Because I know the rainy season is over here, but then the monument to Jose Rizal is over that way with a huge, tall flag of beautiful Filipinas. So this is the monument. Most of the people, they stand on the other side to get their pictures, and this flag is, wow, super tall. So it's a pretty nice area, and then the park is beautiful. It extends all the way to the other side, so it's actually massive. So I think this is the best place for me to wrap up this beautiful video of Intramuros and Rizal Park. The beautiful Filipino flags, history behind me, the massive giant flag, Jose Rizal. So I'm gonna wrap up my video here. So that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.